A big crowd turned out for a Democratic presidential candidate in Davenport today. The local election headquarters caught up with Pete Buttigieg on the campaign trail. About 1,000 people showed up to see the mayor from South Bend, Indiana at St. Ambrose University. This was Buttigieg's last stop on a bus tour through the state the last few days. He hosted an hour-long town hall meeting trying to make his case to voters. Local 4's Sean Logging joins us in the studio with that. Sean?
Jim, in his speech and Q&A, Mayor Pete Buttigieg covered a lot of ground: health care, Second Amendment, trade, faith, and the Supreme Court. Being on a college campus, the cost of tuition also came up. But one central topic of his time on the stage is the man currently in the Oval Office.
Like most other Democrats, my main issue is I want to beat Trump.
Sherry O'Keefe was ready bright and early.
And I'm first in line. First in line.
Right behind her is Michelle Solis-Russell.
Deliberately nonpartisan. I probably voted Republican more often than I voted Democrat.
But Michelle says she wants a change.
Looked at them all, listened to them all, and I think Pete's the one to unite us and take us literally into win the next era.
We've got to recenter our politics. We've got to recenter our presidency.
Mayor Pete Buttigieg is on the road laying out his vision in hopes of gaining more supporters like Michelle and Sherry.
Dealing with election security and cybersecurity, 21st century threats that won't be solved with a 17th century strategy like putting up a wall.
He tells students in the crowd his plan isn't to make public college free to everyone.
Make college more affordable. That's why I propose we increase Pell Grants. We make Pell Grants eligible to use on living expenses.
Mayor Pete adds it also means debt forgiveness, pointing to his plan for a national service program. On health care, he says it's important to let people choose.
For Medicare for all who want it. In other words, I want everybody to be able to access a Medicare-like plan, but I'm not going to order you to abandon your private care.
Part of his pitch in hopes of showing he's up to the task at home and abroad.
This is rocket science. This is brain surgery. This is hard. And it requires strategy and attention and listening and diplomacy and strength.
The qualities his supporters say he has to win.
To help people and the country and get it back to where it should be.
There was a question from the audience about his experience for the presidency. Buttigieg pointed to his time in the military and as South Bend, Indiana's mayor. Mayor Pete also talked about the impeachment. That's tonight at 6. In the studio, Sean Logging, Local 4 News.